I mean, just the magnitude of the damage in that video there, and obviously this is something that we saw come into, at least in terms of the rain, come into here in West Virginia on Thursday, Dante.
In a much weakened state, Daniel, once it came in after midnight. I woke up to a rumble of thunder myself watching the storms late at night. We did dodge a very big bullet, though, because it wasn't all that far away there. Our friends in Ohio got some very significant impacts. Now, the good news is we're not looking at severe weather here for at least some time. Unfortunately, though, a change will be on the way in the weather pattern. Let's start off with your St. Patrick's Day, your Sunday tomorrow. It won't be all that bad. In fact, what we're going to begin to see, though, is some gusty winds by the afternoon. Temperatures will be into the 50s, though, but 20-mile-an-hour gusts behind our first cold front will be around. There may be a spotty light shower into the eastern mountains into the morning, but for the most part, mostly cloudy skies, perhaps a peak or two of sunshine tomorrow. Enjoy it while you can, though, because these temperatures, they are going to be falling as we head into Monday and the next week. In fact, my early prediction shows that our first week of spring here is going to be below normal in our temperature department. In fact, 40s and 50s is what we're going to be expecting. We want it to be warmer this time of the year, but that will not be the case. Snow showers there on Monday. Why are we going to have snow once again? Well, the winds out of the north and west from Canada over the mountains could provide a source for a few heavier snow showers. Unfortunately, though, for you snow lovers, we're not expecting this to be the next big snowstorm. Accumulations will be limited to the higher elevated mountaintops, generously 1 to 2 inches up there, 3,000 feet and greater. So at the ground level here in Charleston, it's just too warm, at least the surface temperature, the temperature of the ground beneath us. So we're not expecting a lot of stickage, but if you get a squall or two, a heavier band of snow, that could indeed stick here in our northern counties. That would be the key area. Rain chances will return later on into the week, still a long ways out, late Friday into Saturday. There's a potential for another system for next weekend that we'll keep a watch on. Right now, though, we are rather dry. We are seeing some returns on radar, but none of this really reaching the ground. Too much dry air. The bigger rain chances are up into Ohio and Indiana right now. This is our first weaker cold front, which will make its way southward, and that could set off a spotty shower into our northern counties later on tonight. But here's what's going on to the north and west. Low pressure up into Canada. A big drop in pressure as you head into the Great Lakes and increasing to the west. That could potentially bring in another cold blast right out of Canada, making it breezy. And that will be our source for kind of a trick from Mother Nature as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Here comes the colder air going from the 50s for St. Patrick's Day down into the 40s for Monday. So the work week starting off rather cold and chilly, and there's definitely enough there that we're going to need to bundle up and wear that winter coat again here one more time. And factoring in the winds, when they gust up 30 miles an hour, it could feel like 20 to 30 degrees outside at times there on your Monday. So a chilly day, probably not going to be the best opportunity to get outside and take care of anything here. Early spring yard work, might want to wait until later on this week to get all of that done. So here we go. Maybe a light shower or two in our northern counties tonight with this weaker system. This is the weaker cold front. Into Sunday, winds start to pick up a little bit, but a mix of sun, more cloudy though by the afternoon for St. Patrick's Day. And then here comes our chances for snow as our second system makes its way into the afternoon in our western counties, and we'll see mostly mountain-driven snow showers into the eastern mountains as well. So for us here in Charleston, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon onward on Monday is when we could be seeing some light showers, mostly into the higher elevations and to the northern counties. Let's go to the 7-day forecast here. And yes, we do have some nicer weather to look forward to this week. We get into the 50s, hopefully, for Wednesday and Thursday with some sunshine, but rain chances make a return for Friday and into next weekend, watching another system that could make it a little soggy around here once again.